Hope you know David had some of the best warriors that history ever recorded. The Bible spoke of one. He called him Adoni the Esnite. He took a spear and slaughtered a whole battalion. He said Eleazar, the son of Dodo, he carried a spear. He fought from morning till night. When the enemies died, he wanted to open his hand. He couldn't. The guy became one with his weapon. He was as swift as the spear. He said Shammah, the son of Agi, a whole military battalion ran away. He stood as one man, fought from morning till night, defended the territory that had the lentils. Such were the armies of David. The Bible called them the first three in rank, and there was another three. The Bible said David desired that he might drink water from the well that was in the garrison of the Philistine, and three men said, is that what he wants? They didn't call any army. Three people. The Bible said they broke into the garrison of the Philistine. Do you know what a garrison is? We don't have time. I would have asked Mama to help us, because that's a military general. They would have told you what a garrison. How many soldiers, Mama, how many soldiers are in a garrison? She's shaking her head. Over 7 to 12 battalions. 3 people entered and broke through. What were they doing? To draw water from where? That means while one was drawing water, 2 were fighting. Over 12,000 soldiers. And when they finished, that one carried the water and was coming. And the 2 fought. They broke through again and returned the water and gave David. When David collected it, he said, no, this is not water. He poured it as an oblation. This one is blood. That was the kind of soldiers that David had. But guess what David calls his safety? Psalm 23 verse 1 to 5. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The armies may fail, the soldiers may fail, but the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. If God is your covering, even where men die, you'll be comforted. See where God prospered him. He said, thou preparest a table for me in the midst of my enemies. My cup runneth over. A man is having abundance in the midst of enemies. What can make that happen? Except a Sabaoth. Oh my. Sabaoth came out. The majesty, the king eternal. Only him can do that. No wonder when David went to challenge Goliath, he said, you come against me with bows and arrows. He said, but I come against you in the name of the Lord God of hosts, whose army you have defied. Sabaoth had shown up. Aya. Tehila Komarakaya.